Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this video. I'm sitting here in front of a camera on a chair with the natural sunlight blasting in my face, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about yesterday's video, because don't you remember, if you're new to this channel, I have made the pledge to make a video for the next 100 days straight. So if you haven't seen yesterday's video, go watch yesterday's video. It's just like a vlog, and it's a better explanation to give you context to like what the hell all of this is for. But today I wanted to have like an honest, like a different kind of video. I wanted to sit down and talk to you about a specific topic, a specific topic that I just have been thinking about, and I've been talking about it with my girlfriend and my mom and just other people too. And it's kind of has to do about like the self-critic that we have in our head, like that voice that you have in your head. And yesterday's video, I talked about how I always wanted to get into making videos. I always wanted to get into talking to the camera or having a camera follow me around all day. I always think that there's like someone behind me. I can never tell. I don't have a camera that has a lens facing me. I've always had the desire to like record myself on tape, or you know, like always just do something on camera. I've always loved it ever since I was a kid. Like I just loved it. I don't know why, but I loved it. But the thing that always stopped me from doing that was the self-critic in my mind. And we all have it, right? Like whether it's like we tell ourselves we're too fat, or we're too ugly, or we're not smart enough, or we're not good looking enough, we're not attractive. For me, the voice was, who's gonna watch these videos? Who's gonna basically look at these videos every single day? Like who would do that? Like you're not funny, you're not attractive, they're not gonna look at you, you're not Casey Neistat. All these different things were going through my mind. But that's like the self-critic in your mind just saying for you not to do the thing that you want to do. So for about, I would say like 10 years, I held off on picking up the camera consistently and producing stuff. And it's crazy because I would always have this thought in the back of my mind that like I would love to just pick up a camera and do it. So 2 years ago, I tried just that. I think I made it to like 25 videos straight before I stopped. And what made me stop was, it was like that self-critic in my mind again saying, yo Wes, like no one's watching this stuff. No one really, you know, cares about this. You're wasting your time. You're not going to become famous. And even then, if you look at that specific example, I learned that the self-critic was right. You know, that was the one instance where the self-critic was right. Because I wasn't going to get famous, and no one was watching. And it wasn't fun because I was chasing the wrong things. That is how I proved my self-critic right, you know? And I always call it like a person, because it has a voice like a person. We all have been there. We all been, and we've all had that self-critic voice in our head about just saying that we can't do something. And it was like 3 days ago. 3 days ago, I felt like absolute garbage. The self-critic was like, it had gone from a voice to just controlling my entire body. And my bed's behind me. I was literally in my bed. I like slept past all of my alarms. I stopped doing things, and I was really in my head a lot. And when I was in my head, I was just listening to that voice over and over and over again. Like, you're not enough. No one's going to like your stuff. No one's going to listen to what you have to say. And I believed it. And the reason why I'm making this video is because for the person who's listening to me right now, or who's watching this video, that voice is almost always wrong. Unless you give it the power to be right. If you give it the power to be right, it's gonna be right. If you say, you know what? You're right. I'm nobody. I'm fat. I'm ugly. No one's gonna love me. I'm not a supermodel. I'm not whatever. If you give it the power, it's gonna win. it's going to win. But for me, 3 days ago, I decided that no, it's wrong. And that might sound corny as ever. That might sound so corny to someone listening to this video right now, that like the self-critic in you is wrong. But it's true. It's wrong. Like it's almost always wrong. The self-critical voice can be good, you know, it could drive you to be better. It could get to a point where it's trying to push you to be better. But I'm talking about the voice that holds you back instead of propelling you forward. So it's like, for me, I acknowledged that it was telling me, you know, I'm a piece of crap and I'm not going anywhere in my life. And I decided to take action. And that's probably the best thing you can do towards taking action against the self-critic. And if you haven't watched the video that I posted yesterday, my first video, I talked about, you know, how I wanted to be my authentic self. I wanted to be on camera and just do the things that when I was a kid I always wanted to do. I always wanted to have a camera follow me around and like show all my friends who are watching these videos like the things I was doing, whether it was playing basketball or hanging out with family or starting a business. And like that was the simple idea. I didn't really care about views. I didn't even know about subscribers. But along the way, I really learned about subscribers and AdSense and all of these other things. And it's crazy because I was worried about all these things. I didn't even have them. Like, I think I have like 106 subscribers right now. I think. Like 106. I think it's 106. Who cares about that stuff? Like, honestly, my project, my idea going into this project is, for one, to not be so fed up. Not so hung up on the analytics. Not so hung up on subscriber count or view count, because those are things that the self-critical voice in your head feeds off of. They'll be like, yo, look at that number. It's only 50 views on this video. Look, I told you, like, you're wasting your time. Like, look at your subscriber count. It's only 106 people. I told you. And like, that could be true for anything else. Look at that weight. Look at the scale. Look at the numbers. What, you're trying to aim for 125 or 135, but you're 145. Look at that. Like, or like, look at the girl on Instagram. Like, look at that person. You're never gonna be that. Like, the more we compare ourselves to external results instead of like internal progress, that's what's going to feed the self-critical voice. For me right now, making this challenge of posting a video every single day for the next 100 days, like, right now, as I think about it, it's gonna be hard as ever to like post. I have so much I want to talk about and just do, but like 100 days straight, that is the goal. But how you defeat that voice is, one, take action. Take action. And when you take action, you have to realize that the voice is a lie. The self-critical voice is a lie. And you have to literally remind yourself that. You have to accept that the self-critical voice is a lie. You are lying to me. You know, in my religion, I'm a Christian. The devil is a lie. The devil will always, you know, try to tempt you and convince you that this thing feels good. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's not truthful. So your self-critical voice, it's a lie. The voice that's holding you back, it's a lie. The second thing you gotta do is take everything external, whether that is comparing yourself to someone else's picture or the things that they have in their life, or the number on the scale, or subscriber count, or revenue in your business. Let go of all of that stuff. Like, all of that stuff. Of course, it's there and it matters and you need to look at it to like track your progress, but festering on it every single day and like trying to say, oh my God, I wish I was 135, but I'm 145 pounds, or I'm 160 pounds. The more you fester on that number, the more the self-critical voice will tell you you are wasting your time. And the more louder it gets, the more likely you're going to believe it. Like I said before, the self-critical voice will be right if you give it power to be right. And how you don't give it power to be right is to not believe it. to just say you're lying to me. But that's the second thing. So first thing is take action, understand it's a lie. Second thing, it is let go of all external cues. Let's call it external cues. So subscriber count, the numbers on the scale, just looking at pictures on other friends' Instagrams and being like, yo, like I'm not that. The third thing, I keep looking on my back. The third thing I will say, and it's the best thing. It's the best thing I could actually offer to whoever's watching this video. The third thing I could offer is to make an internal brag sheet. Okay, so what's an internal brag sheet? What the hell is an internal brag sheet? Well, let me. Okay, I had to switch to my phone because my camera died, and this video was too. I just felt so good making the video that when the camera died, which was a great problem to have because that was the first time the camera ever died, that just proves that it works. I wanted to come on the camera to continue this. I wanted to come on the phone to continue what I was saying. My best friend Cole, he introduced me to this idea of a brag sheet. And I asked him, what's a brag sheet? And I kind of, I gave the whole story about he was trying to get a raise from his boss. And I asked him, how do you justify that raise? And he said, oh, I make a brag sheet. So I say, what's a brag sheet? And he looks at me and he says, well, on all the projects I work on, all the tasks that I do for my manager, I just kind of list all the things that I have worked on and have completed. So by the time, the end of the quarter comes around and it's time for my annual or, end of the year or end of the quarter, a quarterly or annual review, he'll go to his boss or his director or manager and say, I feel like I deserve a raise. And if the boss, he or she asks, oh, why? Why? You could pull out that brag sheet and be like, okay, I have brought X, Y, and Z in terms of value to the company. So what that means is when he goes in and asks for that raise, when the boss is saying, why do you deserve a raise? He could be like, oh, okay, here you go. I have done this, that, and the third for the business. And I feel like these efforts justify me getting a raise. So take that same example and just apply it to your self-critical voice. Your self-critical voice is that boss in your head saying, why do you deserve to do that thing? Why do you deserve to start a YouTube channel? Why do you deserve to lose that weight? Why do you deserve to look like a supermodel? Why do you deserve to look cute? Why do you deserve this, that, and it can go on forever. You know what I'm saying? And you could be like, what you mean? You mean, you're saying I'm ugly, but shoot, I know that I have pretty eyes, or I know I got pretty lips. I'm not saying me, I'm just saying the person who's watching it. You get what I'm saying? You could literally say these list of things, and it's gonna be weird at first, Cole, he felt weird putting his list of accomplishments on a piece of paper, and it doesn't gotta be anything fancy. It could be something simple as a Word document. Just typing down list of accomplishments. Like, for me personally, when it came to YouTube, I was, the self-critical voice was telling me, why do you deserve to start a YouTube channel? Like, what makes you a good speaker or a personality to be on camera like this? I never did a brag sheet. I never did one on paper. I kind of just kept it in my mind. And I had to replay all the things that would justify me starting a YouTube channel. And I know, I'm not trying to sound conceited, but I know I can communicate well. I know I'm a good public speaker. I've done a TEDx talk, or I did speech and debate in high school and competed at a national level and placed top in the country like that. Those are real, actual accomplishments that I have accomplished. And I don't think it's conceited of me to remind myself of my accomplishments that justify me coming on here and, rambling about the self-critical voice in your head. But when I was doing that 3 days ago, I kind of had a switch. I was like, you know what? The self-critical voice is a lie. I'm gonna take action and do something about it. And to really kind of confirm and reaffirm that I should be doing this, I'm going to look at my internal brag sheet. I'm going to look at my internal brag sheet and look at all my list of accomplishments that prove why I should be doing this YouTube channel. even if nobody watches it. That's the thing. I also let go of all external validation, external cues. I let it go. I threw it out the window. You see this window right here? I threw it out. And that probably is corny as hell, but I threw it out. And for you, I am just asking to do the same. I am asking for you to throw out all those external cues. I'm asking you to take action, and I'm asking you to understand that the self-critical voice in your head is a goddamn lie. I gotta go because I gotta go take my professional graduation pictures. And yeah, on that note, I will see you tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning.